Right now, we are down to the final hours now of the 88th legislative session here in Texas. Lawmakers in both chambers in Austin are racing against the clock, as they usually do every 2 years, to get some priority bills passed that are still pending on this final day. But it looks like a special session is all but inevitable this time. Matt Houston is with us this afternoon to talk more about this. Matt, what do lawmakers still have left to accomplish today?
Well, Jason, House and Senate negotiators are trying to pull off one last buzzer beater. A select group is meeting behind closed doors as we speak, aiming for a deal on a property tax cut you've heard so much about already. House and Senate leadership have still not agreed on how this cut would work, though under either plan, it'd be among the largest tax cuts in Texas history. Lieutenant Governor says there is enough time to reach a deal, and there does seem to be some momentum building as we speak. But if lawmakers cannot get this done by midnight, negotiations in the final hours of the regular session might offer a sort of starting point for talks in a special session. This is one of those bills lawmakers would happily come back for.
And these are things that we all ran on, and these are promises that we made to our constituents that we were going to fight for. And I plan to continue to fight for. And I'm personally asking the governor right now to call us back into special session as soon as possible so we can get these things done.
At this point, a special session is all but guaranteed. During his State of the State speech, Governor Greg Abbott named 7 emergency items, top priorities and must-pass bills. Lawmakers have only addressed 3 of those 7 items so far. We're just waiting to see when Governor Abbott will issue the call. That could come any time now, and lawmakers could start their overtime work as early as tomorrow. Jason.
All right, Matt Houston, live from the newsroom. Thanks so much for that this afternoon. Let's take a deeper dive into those 7 items he just mentioned. The 3 items that lawmakers did get to the governor's desk centered around ending COVID restrictions, fighting the fentanyl crisis here in this state, and improving school safety. HB 6 allows murder charges for fentanyl poisoning. HB 3 will require school districts to put an armed officer at every K-12 public school campus. A multi-billion-dollar school funding bill that would have brought a voucher-like program to Texas failed. That one was going to use public money to help some parents to pay for private tuition. It failed, as we say, in the legislature alongside a border security bill. The bill to tighten the state's bail system also stalled out. And of course, as Matt mentioned, lawmakers are fighting against the clock today to try to get property tax reform done. That was a huge priority for lawmakers going into this session, and not to mention a huge priority for homeowners all across this state. We will keep you posted on what happens there.